Hello everyone. This is our 18th class on income tax for BCom 5th semester students. In today's class, we are going to learn certain important notes or certain important conditions that we need to apply when we are finding residential status of individual. We have two basic conditions and two additional conditions which we have studied in the previous classes. And when we are finding residential status of individual also, we have considered two basic conditions and two additional conditions. Now it is a time for you to understand certain important situations wherein two basic and two additional conditions are not applicable, wherein only one basic condition is applicable and two additional conditions are applicable. I repeat, there are certain situations or circumstances wherein basic condition number 1 is applicable, basic condition number 2 is not applicable, and both the additional conditions are applicable. So let us understand what are those situations wherein basic condition number 1 is applicable. So it is applicable in the following cases. Coming to first one, Indian citizen who leaves India during the previous year for the purpose of employment. If any Indian citizen leaves India in the previous year for the purpose of employment in the sense to work or for the purpose of job, if any individual leaves India in the previous year, then only basic condition number 1 is applicable. And what is basic condition number 1? It is stay in India during the previous year for 182 days or more. So, Indian citizen who leaves India during the previous year for the purpose of employment, only basic condition number 1 is applicable, plus both the additional conditions you have to check as usual. Plus, if a person leaves India for the purpose as a member of crew in the Indian ship, in that situation also only basic condition number 1 is applicable, basic condition 2 is not applicable, plus additional conditions both are applicable. I hope you are understanding this. And one more situation is, in case of an Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin who on a visit to India during the previous year. Pay more attention when I am explaining this point. A person, first you need to understand who is Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin. A person of Indian origin or a Indian citizen means himself, herself, or any of his parents or any of his grandparents should have been born in India or undivided India before independence. Either you have born in India, you are known as Indian origin or Indian citizen. If you have not born in India, either your parents have born in India, not parents, your grandparents should have born in India or undivided India, then you are known as Indian citizen. I repeat once again, any individual is known as Indian origin or Indian citizen when either the individual himself or herself is born in India or his or her parents are born in India, not parents, at least his grandparents are born in India, whether before undivided India or after that. So, they are known as persons of Indian origin. Coming to those conditions or situations Second one is in case of Indian citizen. Either you, your parents or your grandparents are born in India. Who visit to India during the previous year. I would like to give one example. Let us assume I am born in India, but after I take birth, I left India and I stayed in some foreign country all the previous years. That means I stayed in Sri Lanka. I am born in India, but after I am 10 years old, I left India and I shifted in Sri Lanka. Last few years I was there in India, there in Sri Lanka itself, but only in the previous year 2019-20 I come and visit India for certain reasons, and I stay in India for some days. I am of Indian origin. I am born in India means I am Indian citizen. But only thing, I stay in Sri Lanka. I am resident of Sri Lanka. In the previous year, I am visiting India for some period. If this is the situation, then only basic condition number 1 is applicable for me and basic condition number 2 is not applicable for me. I hope you have understood this. So there are total 3 situations wherein only basic condition number 1 is applicable plus additional 2 conditions are applicable while finding residential status of an individual. And those situations are: number 1, Indian citizen who leaves India during the previous year for the purpose of employment and as a member of crew of Indian ship, and Indian citizen who stays in foreign country and visits India during the previous year. If these are the situations, then you need to check only one basic condition. Basic condition 2 need not be checked. Additional conditions as usual are checked. Let us understand this point with one problem. Mr. Pratik stays in India only for 180 days in the previous year. He leaves India for Germany for the purpose of employment. All the years before previous year he was there in India itself. Find out residential status of Mr. Pratik for the assessment year 2020 and 21. Let us understand the situation first. Mr. Pratik is Indian citizen. Yes. He has lived all the preceding previous year in the India itself. But only in the previous year he stays in India for 180 days. He stays in India for 180 days and he leaves to Germany for the purpose of employment, for the purpose of job. Find out residential status of Mr. Pratik for the assessment year 2020 and 2021. In the previous slide we have seen that basic condition number 1 is applicable in this situation, and the situation includes if a person leaves India during the previous year for the purpose of employment. Now Mr. Pratik has left India to Germany for the purpose of employment itself. That means we have to check basic condition number 1 only. Basic condition number 2 need not be checked. Let us check the basic condition. First basic condition says a person has been in India for 182 days or more in the previous year. And for how many days Mr. Pratik has stayed in India? You can see here in the first line itself, Mr. Pratik stays in India only for 180 days in the previous year. So as Mr. Pratik stays in India for 180 days, which is less than 182 days, he fails to satisfy the basic condition number 1. I hope this is clear to you all. And the second one is basic condition number 2 is not applicable as Pratik leaves India for the purpose of employment. So only first basic condition is checked and he fails to fulfill first basic condition. Second basic condition is not applicable. And additional conditions, we know what are the additional condition. Number 1 is if a person has been resident for 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years, and second additional condition is stay for 730 days or more out of 7 preceding previous years. But in case of Pratik, as he could not satisfy basic condition itself, there is no need to check additional conditions as the basic condition he has failed to fulfill. So additional condition, no need to check additional condition as basic condition itself is not fulfilled. So what is our conclusion? When none of the basic condition is fulfilled, a person is known as non-resident. So Mr. Pratik is non-resident in India as he fails to fulfill basic condition itself. So if he would have fulfilled, if he would have stayed in India for 182 days, at least minimum 182 days in India, we could have said that he has fulfilled basic condition, and both the additional condition he has fulfilled only because he has stayed in India for more than 730 days out of 7 preceding previous year, plus he was a resident for all 10 preceding previous years. If you read the sum, you'll get to know that he fulfills all the additional conditions. But those additional conditions we have not checked because he has failed to fulfill the basic condition itself. So when no basic condition is fulfilled, directly we come to conclusion that a person or individual is non-resident in India. I hope you have understood this sum. That is the situation wherein only basic condition number 1 is applicable, number 2 is not applicable, and both the additional conditions are applicable. And those situations are if any Indian citizen leaves India for the purpose of employment, or any person leaves India as a member of crew in the Indian ship, or a person who is Indian citizen who stays in foreign country and visits India in the previous year. In these 3 situations, the basic condition number 1 is applicable.